Take a look, see. Okay, here's the one. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. You guys want?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I just thought there was a lot of hot air.
We've had it running since probably about 5. It's a little chilly in here earlier.
Sure, another on this thing,
What'd you say?
that water, that's most that's ever been.
Yeah.
I've seen it, that's why I look at it.
Okay.
There's been a
Not
lot
too
of
far
water.
across here, you know.
Oh, you go over
Mhm.
That's when it burns her in the leaves. What's going on here?
That was the phone that I had purchased whenever it broke, and then I bought a new one. It broke within like a week, so I returned it, and then I purchased one from Hoffman Business Supply. So there should be a receipt in here from Hoffman Business Supply. Okay.
So do we need to resign?
No, I just wanted to let you
Oh,
guys
okay.
know, like, it was returned and credited back to the account.
Gotcha.
So, you know, we had discussed it at our last meeting.
Yeah. Longest part of the meeting right here.
Almost done.
Leave it there a minute.
I know, right? If you're the light home.
I never seen these that much water.
Yeah, let's
Even with the leak, was never had any business.
check it next month, see if it's high again. Check it next month, when it's high again, we
No.
yeah. Yeah, that's a million gallon and whatever it's amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and start the meeting, if folks got things to do,
Yeah.
so everyone's all right. Go to the start.
You'll let me start first, huh?
Yeah,
The new guy gets to start first.
yeah, exactly.
Well, we've been, so, I think was it you I
Yeah,
talked to on the
it was
phone the other
me,
day?
yeah.
So on our August water bill, it shows that we have, we thought it was, looks like 14, it's 1,400, I guess, which is way over the water usage that we normally use. And so we're trying to figure, we've not had any leaks, we've not had any issues that we know of. So we're trying to figure out how do we get to the part where it's 1,486 gallons we used in the month of August. We don't have any pools, we don't have any, there's cattle, we had some cattle at the Dale Pond that they drink out of the majority of the time. So that tank doesn't get filled very often, so how do they come up with, we're trying to figure out, how do you guys, if you estimate the water bill, because we were talking about, sometimes they estimate because of the dogs being out there, which,
I wasn't sure if he did, but I did know CJ did get stung reading the water meter. There was the ground wasp or whatever they are, they came out of someone's meter. And he got stung and his face swelled up pretty bad, so obviously that ruined his whole day.
yeah.
So I know he did estimate probably around that time for one day, because he works a full-time job, so this is extremely part-time, so he may have underestimated it, and then whenever it caught up, it was still high. But like the readings are number sequenced, so I mean, we have had some of the easy reads that have messed up, and they will go absolutely insane. Like I've seen bills for like $100,000, but it will be consistent whenever they mess up. So your numbers would not, you know what I mean? Like, so if your reading's like 653, your next month is gonna be like 700 and something. You know what I mean? So it would have been water that would have been used.
We're trying to figure, I mean, for the same meal, like, I know it was $86 or $68, whatever it was. And it's like, how do you come up with that number? Where you
Yeah,
use the
so
number?
it's just it's whenever you read the meter, it subtracts the number from your last reading, and then the system multiplies it by 10. So what did you say it was, like 1,400? So that would have actually been like 14,000 gallons.
It's 14860,
Yeah,
And the month before that was 30, so,
3930.
yeah.
so,
So you're saying we used 14,000 gallons?
Yeah.
Between the month of July and August?
yeah.
There's no, and the thing is, if that's the case, how come somebody and say, hey, do you guys have a leak? Do you guys have, because somebody.
That's what I was saying about that, I'll say
Well,
that.
so on the meters, they have a leak indicator, so they spin, so you'll know if you have a water leak. So that's why I had asked if you guys had like your toilet sticking, a faucet leaking, a water hose left on, like absolutely anything that you could possibly think of, because the water hose or toilet sticking, they will run up your water bill a lot quicker.
That's still real big.
Yeah.
What?
That's still,
This
Yeah.
whole-
that's
But
still.
that's what I'm saying, there's
Yeah.
none of those issues going on. So how does it mysteriously go from 3,900 to 14,000? And where's that number coming? And the thing is, why is somebody not saying something? I mean,
And if it
because,
would have been a leak, someone would have said something, but it wasn't. a
and if
leak.
it was a leak, I mean, or if we would have found something, I mean, that would have been, we did find it. So something's off there. There's no way. We went from 3,900 to 14,000 in 1 month. And then back to the regular. It wasn't-
Well, the closest thing we've ever had to that amount of usage was in August and September the year before, and even then it was 90, and 9,200. So we've never even come close to 14,000.
What month was that?
That reading was done in September.
Should have been for August.
Now, has it got worse lately?
It's all dropped back
No,
down.
it's
Or
fine now.
it had to be somebody misread the number or something like
No, so the numbers are whenever you read them, like, I mean, you don't have something like that, because it will level out like the next month if you get it too high, whenever you're reading it. But theirs is also an easy read, right? So theirs is just the easy read.
Why would
But
it
the
be
numbers are
that, what I'm
sequenced.
saying, like he's saying, why would it be that high that one month, and next month it ain't? It has to be something that be reader or something that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? If you took one reading this month, and next month is back the same reading that they had, like the usually run, there has to be a misreading in there somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know anything about meters. I don't read them, but usually that's just the stuff that happens. So I don't know.
And we were getting a service charge, overage charge, because it was like, we paid the bill, but there was still a $68 or $86 amount still out there.
Which is what
It's-
probably the phone call that led to the printout.
Well, there was two things that prompted the phone call, was that there, plus we got, our checking account got hacked, so
Yeah, you got your
The
new
water-
check
the water
today.
bill was the only thing we ever paid a check with. And it was like, all right, so what's going on? Where's the checks going that we're mailing you guys? Because somebody hacked something. It's not you guys' fault, but we got it changed. But I was asking, like, the reason I was calling, because I wanted to figure out if there was a different way to pay the water bill instead of mailing in a check, which we got that fixed, figured out. But basically in the conversation, she was saying we had a overage, but we hadn't caught up yet. And if we owe a bill, we're gonna pay the bill, but 68 or whatever that amount overage, I don't know, we owe that extra amount, and especially if there's a number reading that was misread somewhere.
What do you call an overage?
So basically, there was an amount of, I think it's around $87
And it's
That
86 or 87.
hadn't been paid, that he discovered when he called to talk to her about the check, that she shows that we still owe. And when they started talking back over where it came from, it was from that month that was so high.
I thought maybe I missed paying a bill 1 month or something, and it wasn't that, it was because of the
Yeah, I think their bill was like $160 that month. Yeah.
172. It was 100.
Well, we normally work with people the first time, so I'm okay with dropping overage.
166, 72, or 26.
Okay.
For the next year. We'll just drop the overage and say you pay it.
I'm pretty sure.
We've got a dock down right out here, if you wanted to get dropped in there.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you need a bigger box, a better box.
Yeah, we need to change that. That's-
Yeah,
I didn't realize Alfordsville had mailboxes like that.
That was a moral
that's all in
endorsement.
town, I think.
Try to stick it up for them. No,
So I received your check today, so you can deduct that off of the water. You received your current water bill.
Yeah, because, yeah,
That's okay.
let's see, yeah, that, no, so it's up on that.
So
That was one of the other things, there's been times when we get this bill,
it's not me doing it. I'm not holding on to your water bill. I promise. I promise.
we get the bill, but it's like 2 days later or whatever,
That's the post office.
Right,
They all go out the same time.
and so then by the time you get the check in the mail, it's like,
Yeah.
well, you guys paid for it.
Well, I've had some customers have told me that they literally get last month and the current month at the same time.
We have
So,
done that before.
or some of them are being delivered, like customers will get 2 of them, and they're like, "Why did I get 2 water bills?" And I'm like, "Well, look at the names, and they've got theirs and
So
someone
here in
else's."
town, I've been months I get them all. You know, it's
So
our local
basically-
postal service, so.
if it comes time that the payments due, if we've got anything, can we call to find
Please.
out?
Yeah, if I don't answer, just leave a message.
Well, I
I'll call you back.
I think we got the check, or it passing in the mail,
Yeah.
where the bill passes, I want to use that, I'm just going to that bill.
It's so convenient. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
something.
so we're gonna do it, over.
I'm
We'll do
deducting
it.
$90 off of their bill. So, and then I got your bill from last month today. So you can deduct that off of whatever you currently
You see that in a minute here after it's done.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I see that motion.
You know, piece of paper and pencil, that is it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to write it down for you?
And then I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
What the heck is this? So, this is actually a dog bottle, water tank. So when we use, like, say, the water hose, or we've even changed out the kitchen faucet 2 or 3 different times because of these little, Bill says minerals that's in our water. And that comes out, like, if you fill up the water tank with just a garden hose, because there's no filters like you got in the house, that comes out. Or if you go out to my barn, the man cave, or use that sink, what is that stuff that's coming out in the water? He said it's iron. He told me it was iron deposits because when we switched from the different tanks,
We've not done that for over a year.
Yeah, but we also sometimes get water from Martin County.
Yeah, but it's been like a year and a half since we've got water from them.
Sometimes there's a lot more. I mean, there was quite a few.
And this isn't just
I
recently,
mean,
this
that's,
is, we've been having this
it's all
issue.
plastic line from the tank to there, so where it's coming from, I have no idea.
But it looks like little bitty, looks like frog eggs, fish eggs, little.
Whenever we got a flush hydrant, it's open and the cap's on.
But it happens. While I was talking with your husband,
CJ,
I talked to him one evening when he was checking the meter, and I showed him that, and he's like, "I've never heard anybody else complain about that." So
Yeah.
it's like, it's not just, it can't just, our plastic lines to the house, so. And this is outside, so.
Is it like a frost-free faucet?
Mhm.
Could it be coming from the metal there?
Well, I mean, we have it in the house,
We've gone
so
through
we went
3 kitchen faucets because it clogged it up so bad that water would just trickle coming out.
I'd say years ago, when we were getting the water from Hayesville, I'd say that would be right. But every 3 or 4 months, you had to change the elements and everything, your hot water here. But since we're getting from Stokes or
did you get both
we
of
don't
them?
never have
Yeah.
any problem.
Well, that's-
We switched it to
Maybe she's already had
Oh,
it.
shoot, we've
Aw.
been Stokes for a long
So I
time.
told her.
Yeah, it was 62, 17,
Yeah.
30, 68.
Yeah.
She was watching her dad, so,
Yeah,
well, like,
Well, she
so
didn't pay
we
much.
built the house in 2013.
no, I just sent these.
And we already went through 2 hot water heaters.
that'll be paid this month.
Something ain't right there somewhere.
She paid the last.
It's
one.
Sound like us. But I have East Fork. I
Yeah.
don't have these guys, I got East Fork.
We-
I know, we rent
It's
ours
terrible.
out all the time, probably about every 4 months, we flush it out and change elements.
Yep.
But yeah,
I
that's,
think it's expensive.
It does,
I'm
yeah.
about to replace the whole dang thing again.
Yeah,
but that's, the hot water heater, the 2 hot water heaters we went through. And then those little beads or BBs or whatever, those little pellets. I mean, they can't be good for somebody drinking. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it makes you wonder what the heck you're drinking.
all our testings came back good, we've
Yeah.
never had
All the
any
testing's been
issues.
fine.
We had our meeting with Iden, was that July, August,
Yeah.
everything was good.
Everything's good. I don't know what can be causing that.
Well, I even
But
tried,
that runs the meter into your house, that's plastic. So where would it be coming from?
that's our question.
We're at a loss on that one, just looking at a picture, we really, yeah, it's plastic line from the tower all the way there, so.
And there's, like, if I don't run the water in like out in the barn, or the main cave, what you want to call it out there, this is, we got a kitchen set up out there. If you don't run that water for a while, you can get quite a few of them little BBs just in a glass of water. So, and the same thing with, the water hose, you can run the water hose and still get, that was after we've been running the water hose.
Could the meter be that?
Huh?
Could the meter be that?
It almost had to be in the main line.
You would think it'd be in the main line.
That's what
I'm just trying to think where metal would be, once it leaves the tower, it stays plastic all the way to the end.
Everybody would have it.
Yeah, and other people down the line would have it as well.
Yeah, no one else in that road or anywhere else.
So it has to be something
complaining.
local to their house, sometimes the meter's the only thing that's metal.
But
But it's brass,
Oh,
and that,
plastic.
and that would be iron. so.
And see, I don't know I mean, they look like iron, like little iron BBs or whatever, just little, they don't smash, they're not soft, they're not, jelly-like.
We never had nobody else complain about it, I don't know, first you come on, I don't know what.
Well, the worst part of it, having those things, because it comes into the house, and then you gotta basically take your faucets off.
Oh, you call that
Flush
screen
them.
your faucet, yeah.
Yeah, and those Delta faucets aren't cheap. So,
No,
I'm trying to figure out what that
We
is.
have to adjust their meters, right? Why don't we change the meter and just eliminate that? And if it's still doing, it's something else. And we'll just hang on that meter.
That's how they do
Yeah, let's change your meter.
change the meter up,
Yeah, and that way it's eliminated.
it could be in the meter, but I never heard anything.
I've never either, but you guys heard somewhere.
First time for everybody.
And it's been going, it's going on and off and on since we lived there, basically.
It did change the meter out, see if that don't change. If that don't change, I don't know what that is.
Well, I can ask Sean and,
Yeah.
Hamilton's over there. Like, you know it well, we never really paid attention if we had it. So they don't really say anything about it either. What I need to do is that Brandon Bailey, I guess, up the road. So they're the newer house on that side, so. See if they
You
can.
got your meter up there in the
Going
building.
around like your neighbors.
I think we got
Yeah.
a dollar one at the house too.
Well, we were just trying to figure out if there's something.
Well, once the weather breaks.
Right,
we'll
it was-
just change the
yeah.
meter out. Don't do it freezing, but. Maybe better mess.
Can you do that tomorrow?
You can't wait until the snow's a little bit melted.
But it's been this long, I mean, I don't think it's gonna hurt anything.
Kind of be 28 degrees.
You're just people are thirsty.
There's a couple there,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're thirsty.
You know, get it all over you, pretty sure it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
Nope, as far as all I got, as far as I know.
I already got that.
Yeah, it's just like let you know about Moron Junior's place. Nobody can live in the trailer. I went to the health department, got that problem solved. My daughter-in-law's trying to get a lawyer. She can't find anybody, so I told her about Hannah in Washington that I went through when I thought I was next to Ken. So, and then I'm still working with the courthouse to make sure that JJ don't get his name on the deed. They're trying to brush him off. And so far, he said he's been there multiple times with a bunch of people with him, and we're just trying to keep it where he's not in there.
Did you change the locks or anything?
According to his mother, now that he's got his mom involved, that nobody of Larry Gilbert Jr.'s family's allowed on the property, or she's going to have us prosecuted for trespassing.
She can't show clear title to that trailer,
No.
so it's not her to say.
And technically, by Perry County, where my son was in jail for his girls, it's actually their property because any assets of his that he owed her $14,000 back child support goes to the girls. So what she's trying to do is get a lawyer, and then she's going to have it somehow sign over back to me, and I can sell it. So right now, we told Cleek that it's up in the air. We're still finding a bunch of stuff out. But the health department does have it posted where nobody's allowed to live in there, and it's not allowed to be moved. So he's got on the back. So I'm still trying to get it where we can get it cleaned up.
You click still interested in it?
As far as I know, he is.
Kind of give him that whole section of town then.
Yeah.
No, he already asked me about my old place.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, the bank owns it.
You gonna be the new mayor?
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm trying the best I can to, because if anybody sees him over there, that JJ in that black truck, to get a hold of me or call the health department, and he said that he would have the cop involved. I said, good luck, because they didn't do nothing for me when my son passed.
He's been back since before the sun, yeah. I haven't seen that.
Well, he's down there once, cause I got a text message from somebody here in Alfordsville, it was like 6:30 in the morning. That he's down there, some guy was with him, cause he's trying to get some guy to live in there with him from Clarksville, Indiana, that's where he's from.
Yes.
Because they did have errands over here, getting him a brand new bed. He got that stuff. I was telling that lady what was going on and everything, where he go get that bed. And JJ's not allowed to sign any type of document, so if he comes up and tries to get you to sign anything for, or let him sign for water or anything, it's his mom's full guardianship over him, and she doesn't take care of him.
Now, was he married to your son?
Well, we were told by the courts they weren't, so that's why it went to me.
Okay.
Then, we come to find out, Davis County Court said they are legally married, because it was a typo in Junior's last name.
I'm on
Then,
fire.
come to find out, JJ signed the marriage license without his mom's permission. He didn't know how to spell his middle name, so I've got the documents, a death certificate, guardianship letter, health department, everything that I've got, I give it to Katie, so you guys can have it on your records. Cause he's a tricky guy, and I found more stuff out from the police station or from the police report,
What?
it's not adding up.
Yeah.
The officer said the stories that were told, the people that was there, it's suspicious and they're not adding up. And it said that with JJ texting a Tony guy in Washington, that Junior died today, and that was at 3:05, and they didn't report till 5:20. And they found unhatched fly eggs all over his body. You can't get that in 20 minutes. And he was ice cold. So I say it's like 9 in the morning. They left because Mary Burris said that, told the cops that JJ left at 12:30. He didn't come back till 12:30 or 2:30. And the people they brought back, they weren't there when all this went down. But like I said, I'm trying everything I can, and because the deputy even told me I could get on that property and anything his mom can do. Because it's not through the courts, it's not been notarized, it's through her mouth to my son-in-law. So it's just up in the air. And I'm gonna try to get it all done before hot air hits again. Because you can really smell it when you go over there.
It's not on the road.
So I come over here about every day or every other day and kind of keep an eye on the place, and then, because I almost knocked all the windows down. All the windows, the cops give me permission to knock all the windows out, take the doors off. He said you can do whatever you want with the property. But then kind of find out he got his mom involved, so now if I done all that, I'd have to get him another trailer. And he is not worth it. That's all I want to do, just let you know that I'm still doing the best I can to get the thing to go.
That's all we can do.
Thank you for that.
So I'm gonna head home before the snow gets.
Be careful going
You
home.
better get going, it's already snowing.
Yeah.
I already hit one deer and wrecked my car.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've seen the car sitting up there.
Yeah, I hit right down there by Ronnie Allen's place.
Oh my goodness.
A deer. Oh.
God's got a whole freaking-
There was someone else that hit one the other night, and I guess their car caught on fire and went on into the ditch, and did you hear about that?
That was
I've seen a car truck.
What'd you say?
It's like Logan.
Yeah.
Went down.
By the church.
So if I hear any more, I'll let you know.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Careful.
Yeah, be careful going home.
I think she looked swerved to miss the deer or something, and then ended up in the woods, and her car caught on fire.
Okay, I guess we're ready to hear from SIDC.
You guys have this.
I'm Craig's sidekick tonight. I told him I was
Way off to the
going
side.
us. Yeah, so I told Katie today, I guess I drew the short straw because Michelle's sick and Greg's sick, and both of them were supposed to come before me, so I'm really sorry.
Well,
You got me.
we'll try and take it easy on you.
Okay, perfect.
Just bypass the undercard.
Yeah.
So I'll start and then we can kind of.
Sure.
We'll tag team.
So we had that meeting a couple months ago about the review of your water system and kind of the alternatives. And if you remember, I think the alternative to put a booster station into the line was probably the best cost alternative and would give you probably the best flexibility moving forward. So kind of what we want to talk about with SIDC is I believe they've done an income survey and you are eligible for the Okra grant. We do need to find matching funds that typically will require you guys to either have resources on hand or finance it to go through that way. And we can talk about different ways that we can find that and options to go through. Wonder if you want to talk about the Okra grant, maybe to kind of remind them.
Yeah, so the Okra grant, we can get up to $750,000 in grant funds. That does come with a match, 20% minimum. But basically anything above and beyond that $750,000 is going to be on you all. So whether that's a loan, whether it's other grants, whether, whatever those other sources are, in order to apply to Okra, we have to have all that other financing in place before we can apply to Okra. Okra typically has 2 rounds a year. They have not yet officially announced what those rounds are going to be for 2026. But we anticipate something similar to what we've had the last several years. So with that being said, everything could change tomorrow, but this last year, the first round applications went in June with the proposal in April. So we would do a proposal in April, full-blown application in June if we hit the first round of 26. If we don't hit the first round, then you're into the second round. Second round is a little more heavy with applications simply because SRF matched projects are only allowed to go into that second round. So anything in the first round will not have SRF as a match because they don't allow that now. That's something that Okra just came up with like last year, I think it was. So your best bet, if we can pull it off, would be to put an application in the first round of 26. It's a matter of finding all that match. If in fact we can't, we can still go in the second round. Second round proposals are typically due in October. And Merry Christmas to us. This year, the applications are due the Friday before Christmas.
Oh,
And that's the way it's been for the last 4 or 5 years. So it makes for a kind of wild November, December timeframe from our perspective, but it's totally doable as well. Like Craig said, you guys did finish that income survey. Katie said, please tell me that it's still good. It is. I pulled that up today. It looks like you guys qualify at like 67+% low to moderate income residents here in your water service area because that's what was used for the survey.
Yeah, it's not just a town.
It's not just the town. The town qualified on its own. It was whenever your service area goes outside the town. But that service area qualifies at 67, just over 67%. And I think from what I can tell, it was completed at the end of last year. So it's only about a year old.
Okay, work on that all year.
Yes.
It was
she did.
actually opening weekend because I went out and got a deer and then I had to work on that.
There you go. So, with that being said, Craig and I talked about it earlier today, and I think a lot of, the biggest thing is, number one, what project you want to do, because I know there's several different things here in the stuff that Craig's group has. And then second, how do you want to finance it? Do you want us to help you try to figure it out?
Yes.
Okay, there we go, Craig. We got our answer.
Gotcha.
We can leave now.
So there's a couple different options we can look at. We've been able to communicate with some other sources, some commercial and local banks, so we can go that way first to see. Typically, that's faster, probably gonna be cheaper because you don't have to jump through as many hoops with different bonding efforts. So that may be the first thing we go. Obviously, the rates are probably not going to be as long as maybe a federal agency, but you have a lot more steps to take, and you won't go through that. We could look at the SRF as a match, but like Rhonda said, that's the second round, and that's going to be competitive because they pushed everything over that second grant.
So your project's gonna compete against $6-8 million projects and higher,
Right.
if we go that way.
It's gonna be tough. What I'd like to do, Katie, if you're okay with this, maybe work with my time. If you remember, I used to work with USDA Rural Development, financed a lot of these projects across the state. What I'd like to do is maybe get some financial information from you, maybe understand your rates. Maybe I can take a look kind of on my own to kind of see what we're doing, and we can find what your financial capacity is to kind of find out what option is the best. Now Rhonda and I will talk. If you guys give us the okay, we'll talk and maybe we can find some additional sources to go.
Sure.
But that's what I want to check first.
Right.
And then maybe we can approach some other places to see what they can do.
Yeah, our main problem is geographically, we're large. Customer wise, we're tiny.
Customers, how many, okay, so this was just me going back on Michelle's notes, but customers, you have 200-ish?
200-ish.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we have 53, 54 miles of line.
Right, and of those 200-ish, how many are residential versus turkey farms, other stuff?
Yeah,
You know?
was it 5 turkeys?
There's 2 in DuBois County, right?
Three, I think,
There's 3 in DuBois County?
no, three altogether. One
No.
before you get the river, two across the river.
Okay, and then you got one up here.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Just
3
you don't need
lotuses.
much water up there.
So 3 lotuses.
Yeah.
And the leaves.
Got three?
Yeah, and then Furman, DuBois County, is there someone else? I'm missing, I feel like I'm missing someone.
There is another one right outside of Alfordsville.
So about 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6
at
turkey
least
farms.
6, yeah.
Okay, and then you have churches, because churches are not quote residences. How many
Yeah,
churches
so-
you got? I know there's a bunch.
5?
Yeah, but don't even have water.
No, 4. So Oak Grove,
Oh, Grove have water?
yeah, this one, Assembly of God, Christian Church, Methodist Church. 4.
For churches.
That's 10.
So that's 10. Is there any others that are not considered residential?
We're on
Gas
the
station.
center, the other, the old.
The school?
Yep,
Okay, the old school,
The station here in town?
the station, we got a little gas station.
Okay, so far that counts about where we're at.
I said, I was looking at Michelle's numbers and I'm like, okay, I told him, I said, okay, it looks like there's about 191 residential. But I said, then I saw some other numbers, I said, it was like 210-ish or so.
Yeah. We're around 200-ish customers.
Okay,
Yeah.
Till 5.
Firehouse County in on that?
And what?
Firehouse.
are we?
That's government, it would.
the firehouse would be non-residential, so yeah.
There's gonna be two of them, one here, no, three of them. Two here, one out there.
Are there 2 meters for the 2 buildings here or
These
just
are
one?
unmetered,
This does
right?
not have meter.
Okay,
So just the 1 meter. Okay. One firehouse with a meter.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
And-
Yeah.
And maybe gonna be another one, this one gets done top of town.
right,
We're not
right.
sure about it.
What about the park?
Yeah, water at the park.
There's a large park.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just send you an email and kind of get some information from you, like your rate ordinance.
Yeah.
To kind of see where your rates sit at.
What?
I've got Gateway,
Yeah.
access to Gateway, so I can probably back in your O&M, your revenue.
All that's updated.
So it'll be updated.
Do you know what the rate is for 4,000 gallon?
I would look at my computer, but it's live
I think
stream.
these guys may know.
Yeah, Jody, what's the
I feel like, is it,
I just need, I mean,
Like $60.
about $60. Okay.
Between 50 and $60.
Okay, you get your good number.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's fine. Just try.
They always look at 4,000 gallons. That way, you know, Alfordsville gets put on the same scale as Lagodi and everybody else. That way,
Indianapolis.
yeah.
right. You know, so if I know your rate for 4,000, then I just compare to everybody else's to
We
see where we're at.
increased our rates about 1.5 years ago. So our user fee is $27.50. That doesn't include any water at all. That's just a monthly fee.
It's just like a meter fee type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the water usage on top of that. And I almost want to say it's like 7 something a gallon.
Is there a minimum?
There is not a minimum, no.
Okay.
So $27.50 before the tap opens,
Mhm.
and then a per 1,000 gallon cost. Do you have a declining scale, or is it?
No, it's a
It-
straight scale, isn't it?
No, it actually goes up because we had
Oh,
to
yeah.
adjust our rates with East
You have the
Forks.
commercial.
That's the-
Yeah, and then,
And it's also size of your line change.
yes, so our turkey farmers pay more because they have a larger size
5 inch
meter.
versus 2 inch.
And I think those are about $116 just for those
Do you have
meters.
anything bigger than a 2 inch, or do you have anything? Yeah, not even 2 inches at all.
No one does any bigger than 2 inches.
I can't imagine you would. Our turkey barns probably no more than 2, probably less.
I think they're two.
They are
Does
too.
that sound
Most of
right?
the turkey houses too.
I think all of them are, aren't they? Yeah.
So let's go there. We're gonna assume that you're blessed with the maximum amount of grant that you can get from Okra. I'm gonna assume that, and then I'm gonna say, here's what we could do in order to do the match. This is what you're looking at. If we don't like those numbers, then we gotta put pencil on paper and start finding out how to find a number that fits. But based on the report, I think the booster station gives you the best flexibility. If any improvements are made on the south part of your system with your wholesale seller, your booster station will be able to be there to address that issue, but also be able to address your current issue, which is getting pressure back in the system. So I think it gives you the most flexibility, whatever happens in the next 10, 15 years.
That's the way I've been leaning, but.
Yeah, I think the
how you
numbers
guys feel, but-
the numbers bear it out. I mean, from a pure number standpoint, it bears it out, and that's probably where you're going to get your most improvement.
Biggest bang for the buck.
So what we'll do is, if you guys want us to do, we'll start working on that. There will have to be a preliminary engineering report. You do the environmental.
Yep.
They'll do the environmental report. We probably need to figure out what you want to do on that probably in January. We'll probably need to get a decision whether you guys want to move forward on that in January and how to move forward to get that prepared. So I'll get the numbers from you. I'll kind of do some data. I'll get back to you before that so we can get you some numbers to talk through. That sound okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you guys for coming.
No problem.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Do you have any questions or anything? I kind of talked a lot.
No.
I mean, we're like the two closest people from our two companies to come over here, so.
So I would come anyway. So
I offered to, but, it wasn't me that's been here before, so I just had to go get it and say, now exactly where is this meeting? Like, I know the fire station.
I didn't know any big town hall.
Did you even have to use my picture on my site?
I did not. Actually, I went to the visual and I'm like, oh, I never realized there was this, I knew that building was there. And I guess I never paid attention that there was a small one. I just assumed it was all one.
Right, yeah.
This building came to be, I was fire chief at the time.
Okay.
oh, okay.
And we said, we will give you the land if you build the building for the town.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
Brown said, okay, so that's how it happened.
fantastic.
And so I said, we'll share it with
Do you need copies of
you. And
this?
these two guys built it.
Was that an email to me?
Yes, it was. It was the one from August.
Then I'll take
It's
a
on
paper
speed,
one,
guys.
don't
Just want
Put your suspenders on.
Yeah, do you want a paper copy of
No,
the report from
Yeah,
August?
Yeah, you do. Yeah. thank you.
That's good enough for you guys.
Hi guys, thanks for coming.
What's that?
We'll get one up and see if we can get that mirror thing.
No, nothing new.
No rush on
If
that.
that don't help or something.
Nothing different in that. Same thing from August, but
Well,
I will note
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
if you go to the back.